Battle Through the Heavens Episode 204. The 7-Star Dou Sheng Level 9 mysterious golden lightning finally appeared, yet Xiao Yan subdued it with a single sentence. After Xiao Yan advanced to the late stage of 5-Star Dou Sheng, the Yao clan's medicine ceremony was about to begin. Inside the void lightning pool, while Xiao Yan strengthened the Northern Dragon King puppet, he and Xiao Yi were also absorbing the black demon lightning. In the blink of an eye, a month passed. The once dense black demon lightning had become thin and sparse. Bei Wang successfully broke through to the level of a 6-Star Dou Sheng, while Xiao Yan rose from the early stage of 5-Star Dou Sheng to the peak of the middle stage. Xiao Yi's purifying Lotus demon flame had even fused with the power of lightning. Just as Xiao Yan was preparing to leave, a sudden disturbance erupted from the depths of the lightning pool. All the remaining black demon lightning surged toward the central region. Then, a massive golden lightning dragon appeared before his eyes. Xiao Yan recognized it at a glance. This was the legendary 9 mysterious golden lightning, a heavenly lightning that would only descend when a 9th-tier golden pill was refined. If lightning had a ranking similar to the heavenly flame ranking, then the status of the 9 mysterious golden lightning would be comparable to the purifying Lotus demon flame, or even the Nihility devouring flame, among heavenly flames. It would only appear in the world when someone successfully refined a 9th-tier golden pill. Every time it descended, it shook heaven and earth. Even an ordinary Dou Sheng would be instantly reduced to ashes if they were touched by even a trace of it. This terrifying pill lightning was extremely rare even in ancient times. The Dou Qi continent had not seen any trace of the 9 mysterious golden lightning for thousands of years. That also meant that, for thousands of years, no one had refined a 9th-tier golden pill. Even a top-tier alchemist like Xiao Yan could currently only refine 9th-tier treasure pills. He had not even attempted a 9th-tier profound pill, let alone a 9th-tier golden pill. Because of this, when Xiao Yan saw the golden lightning dragon deep inside the void lightning pool, he was completely stunned. Even his breathing became difficult. The golden lightning dragon coiled in the deepest part of the lightning sea. Its dragon eyes were tightly shut, and golden arcs of electricity continuously flashed across its body. The destructive power it released twisted and distorted the surrounding space. Countless bolts of black demon lightning circled 1,000 feet away from it, as if worshipping a king, not daring to approach in the slightest. Just as Xiao Yan was staring at it in a daze, a faint sound he accidentally made alarmed the surrounding black demon lightning. Dozens of black lightning bolts shot toward him like furious giant pythons. Xiao Yan did not dare to be careless and quickly retreated. He was not afraid of the black demon lightning, but that sleeping golden lightning dragon made him feel a fatal threat. Based on his estimation, the strength of this lightning dragon was at least comparable to a 7-Star Dou Sheng. It was not something the current him could fight against. However, Xiao Yan's escape completely enraged the black demon lightning. Endless black lightning surged toward him from every direction. Xiao Yan immediately summoned Bei Wang and Xiao Yi, placing one above and one below to protect himself. Bei Wang and Xiao Yi erupted with powerful devouring forces at the same time, swallowing all the incoming black demon lightning. Just as Xiao Yan was about to take the chance to flee, an icy gaze suddenly locked onto him. He abruptly turned around and saw the golden lightning dragon in the depths of the lightning pool slowly open its eyes. Within those enormous dragon eyes, thunder and lightning flashed violently, as if they contained the entire world. Xiao Yan's scalp went numb. The bone wings on his back vibrated with all their strength as he desperately flew toward the outside of the lightning pool. But the golden lightning dragon was even faster. It opened its mouth and spat out a golden bolt of lightning hundreds of feet thick. With a speed close to light itself, it caught up to Xiao Yan almost instantly. With no way to dodge, Xiao Yan could only turn around and defend. He placed Bei Wang in front of him while Xiao Yi unleashed its devouring power with all its might. The golden lightning slammed fiercely into Bei Wang's body. The terrifying impact sent both Bei Wang and Xiao Yan flying backward. A faint crack actually appeared on the surface of Bei Wang's indestructible body. At that critical moment, Xiao Yi went all out and swallowed the entire golden lightning bolt into its body. After Xiao Yi filtered it, a vast yet still violent energy poured into Xiao Yan's body. Xiao Yan clenched his teeth and desperately circulated the flame mantra to refine that energy. To his surprise, his strength, which had already stopped growing, began rising once again. A few minutes later, Xiao Yan successfully refined all the energy. He broke through in one go and reached the late stage of Five-Star Dou Sheng, saving himself half a year of bitter cultivation. Just as Xiao Yan was preparing to leave with the injured Bei Wang, a sharp and miserable dragon roar suddenly came from the depths of the lightning pool. He turned his head and saw that the body of the golden lightning dragon was constantly exploding with massive arcs of thunder. The surrounding spiritual energy of heaven and earth rushed madly toward it. Xiao Yan instantly understood what was happening. The 9 mysterious golden lightning was trying to condense spiritual intelligence. During the process of forming intelligence, it would enter an extremely weak period. At that thought, Xiao Yan's heart began pounding violently. A bold idea quietly rose in his mind. Earlier, just one bolt of 9 mysterious golden lightning had helped him break through from the middle stage of Five-Star Dou Sheng to the late stage, saving him months of bitter cultivation. That made Xiao Yan deeply understand how terrifying this lightning truly was, and it also made him want to subdue it. If he could take this heavenly treasure for himself, he would not only have a chance to charge towards 6-Star Dou Sheng, but even if he encountered a 7-Star Dou Sheng in the future, he would have another life-saving trump card. Fortune comes from danger. Xiao Yan made up his mind. He decided to stay behind and observe the situation. If the 9 mysterious golden lightning weakened enough to be subdued, he would make his move. If not, it would not be too late to retreat. At that moment, deep within the lightning sea, the 9 mysterious golden lightning was at the most critical point of forming intelligence. Terrifying lightning storms continuously exploded from its body. Each explosion caused it unbearable pain. But amid its violent struggle, a faint trace of spiritual light slowly began to appear within its cold dragon eyes. However, the backlash from forming intelligence was far beyond imagination. Even though countless bolts of black demon lightning rushed into its body one after another, using themselves to help resist the backlash, they still could not suppress the increasingly violent power. Xiao Yan calmly observed everything and shook his head. He could see that the 9 mysterious golden lightning was destined to fail. Its power was far too great, and because of that, the backlash grew at an even more terrifying rate. Even if all the black demon lightning sacrificed themselves, they still would not be able to help it survive this trial. Sure enough, before long, the body of the 9 mysterious golden lightning grew dimmer and dimmer. It completely lost the strength to resist. The surrounding black demon lightning circled around it, releasing mournful cries. Xiao Yan sighed softly and slowly flew in front of the 9 mysterious golden lightning. At this moment, the 9 mysterious golden lightning had weakened to the extreme. It did not even have the strength to attack him. The black demon lightning wanted to rush forward, but the aura of the purifying Lotus demon flame on Xiao Yi frightened them so much that they did not dare to approach. Give me your power, and I will help you form intelligence. Xiao Yan's calm voice echoed through the depths of the lightning sea. A faint fluctuation flashed through the dim dragon eyes of the 9 mysterious golden lightning. It seemed to understand Xiao Yan's words. In order to gain spiritual intelligence, it was willing to give up its world-destroying power. Xiao Yan stretched out his palm and pressed it against the dragon's head. The purifying Lotus demon flame surged out and forcibly drew a golden lightning dragon hundreds of feet long from its body. This power was far too terrifying. Even Xiao Yan did not dare to absorb it directly. He could only seal it and hand it to Xiao Yi for safekeeping. After losing most of its power, the body of the 9 mysterious golden lightning shrank to around 10 feet. Xiao Yan then condensed a spiritual energy seed and injected it into its body. Without its overwhelming power getting in the way, the process of forming intelligence became extremely smooth. Spiritual light instantly surged within the dragon eyes of the 9 mysterious golden lightning. At last, it successfully gained its own intelligence. It looked at Xiao Yan in front of it like a newborn beast, firmly imprinting the first person it saw into its heart. Xiao Yan smiled faintly, patted its dragon head, then turned around and transformed into a streak of rainbow light, leaving the void lightning pool. A streak of rainbow light shot out from the void lightning pool. After Xiao Yan looked back and confirmed that nothing was chasing him, he finally let out a breath of relief. An unconcealable joy appeared on his face. The gains from this trip to the lightning pool had far exceeded his expectations. Not only had he strengthened Bei Wang to the point where it could contend with a Six-Star Dou Sheng, but his own strength had also surged from the early stage of Five-Star Dou Sheng all the way to the late stage. Yet the greatest gain was undoubtedly the world-destroying power he had extracted from the 9 mysterious golden lightning. Xiao Yan summoned Xiao Yi. He saw that a golden dragon pattern had appeared on Xiao Yi's chubby little arm, faintly emitting a terrifying aura that made one's heart tremble. Xiao Yi glared at Xiao Yan unhappily, clearly quite resentful about having such a dangerous thing sealed inside its body. Xiao Yan smiled and comforted it with a few words. He decided to let the Purifying Lotus demon flame slowly refine this power first and keep it as a killing move for the future. After that, Xiao Yan spread his bone wings and flew toward Dragon Island. When he returned to Dragon Island, the scene before him greatly shocked him. The 4 Dragon Islands, which had once been split apart, had already merged into one. Clouds and mist drifted over the vast island, and countless ancient void dragons soared through the sky. Low dragon roars rose and fell one after another. Xiao Yan swept over the island with his soul perception and discovered that Dragon Island now had nearly 10 Dou Sheng experts. Its overall strength was not inferior to the Tianfu Alliance at all. He could not help secretly praising it. As expected of an ancient race that had once been able to stand against the Gu clan and the Hun clan. Even though it was no longer at its peak, its foundation was still unfathomably deep. With such a powerful ally, the Tianfu Alliance's position in the Central Plains would become even more stable. The patrolling ancient dragon guards recognized Xiao Yan and respectfully bowed to him. With a flash, Xiao Yan arrived in a quiet courtyard. Kai Lin and Zi Yan were both delighted when they saw him return. Zi Yan pouted and complained that he had disappeared for 2 whole months, almost making her send people to the lightning pool to search for him. Kai Lin, however, keenly noticed the change in Xiao Yan's strength. When she learned that he had already reached the late stage of Five-Star Dou Sheng, both she and Zi Yan could not help smiling bitterly. This kind of cultivation speed was simply too astonishing. Xiao Yan told them that the ancient Void Dragon tribe had already entered the right path, and it was time for him to return to the Tianfu Alliance. Zi Yan nodded and told him that the clan had basically finalized the matter of forming an alliance with the Tianfu Alliance. Xiao Yan hesitated slightly after hearing this. He was worried that the ancient Void Dragon tribe had just gone through internal chaos and was now at the stage where it needed to recover. He did not want to drag them into the conflicts of the Central Plains. But Zi Yan seriously told him that this was the decision of the entire clan. Xiao Yan had saved the ancient Void Dragon tribe from danger twice. Every clan member remembered this kindness in their hearts. No matter what trouble he faced in the future, the ancient Void Dragon tribe would be Xiao Yan's strongest backing. Hearing those words, Xiao Yan was deeply moved. He no longer refused. After saying goodbye to Zi Yan, he stepped into a spatial crack together with Kai Lin and flew toward the Central Plains. Zi Yan stood in the courtyard, watching the spatial crack slowly disappear. A faint look of melancholy appeared on her face. After returning to the Tianfu Alliance once again, Xiao Yan felt many emotions rise in his heart. During the months he had been away, the alliance had continued to develop rapidly. After defeating the Hall of Souls, no one in the alliance had become arrogant or complacent. This steady attitude won the recognition of many sects across the Central Plains. Whether a faction could truly become powerful depended not only on its resilience during hardship, but also on its restraint during success. The Tianfu Alliance had clearly achieved both. However, in sharp contrast to the alliance's flourishing momentum, the Hall of Souls had fallen into an abnormal silence. Over the past few months, the Hall of Souls had almost vanished without a trace. The frequent clashes and conflicts from before had suddenly stopped. This strange silence made the higher-ups of the alliance deeply uneasy. They understood the nature of the Hall of Souls too well. Such a sinister organization would never swallow the bitter fruit of defeat so easily. Although the alliance had sent out many scouts, they still failed to uncover any valuable information. A suffocating feeling, like the calm before a storm, hung over everyone's heart. After Xiao Yan returned, he met the little fairy doctor and Qing Lin, who had already come back. From them, he learned that after he left, the heavenly demon Phoenix tribe had withdrawn its troops. As for the 9 serene deep-ground python tribe, after some discussion, they had taken the initiative to propose forming a strategic alliance with the Tianfu Alliance. The alliance's higher-ups gladly accepted. After all, as one of the 3 great tribes of the magical beast world, the 9 serene deep-ground python tribe possessed a massive numerical advantage. This ally was extremely significant for the alliance. The news of their alliance caused quite a stir in both the Central Plains and the Beast region, and it allowed the influence of the Tianfu Alliance to further extend into the Beast region. Afterward, Xiao Yan told the top leaders of the alliance that the ancient Void Dragon tribe had also agreed to form an alliance. Everyone was overjoyed when they heard this. The powerful foundation of the ancient Void Dragon tribe was known to all. With such a strong ally, the Tianfu Alliance would have even greater confidence. However, in order to keep it secret and to give the ancient Void Dragon tribe more time to rest and recover, this news was not announced publicly. Instead, it became one of the alliance's hidden trump cards. After returning to the alliance, Xiao Yan's life became much more relaxed. Kai Lin finally had time to accompany Xiao. Mother and daughter were together almost every day. The affairs of the alliance were handled by Yao Lao and the others, leaving Xiao Yan with little to interfere in. Because of that, he placed all his energy on studying the 9 mysterious golden lightning inside Xiao Yi's body. However, no matter how he and Xiao Yi tried, they could not refine that destructive power. In the end, under the continuous refinement of the purifying Lotus demon flame, the 9 mysterious golden lightning condensed into a golden lightning bead that floated inside Xiao Yi's arm. After that, it could no longer be shaken in the slightest. With nothing else to do, Xiao Yan accepted Yao Lao's request and led a team of alliance experts to search for the remaining branch halls of the Hall of Souls. But the result greatly disappointed him. Every branch hall they discovered had already been emptied. The souls and resources inside had been moved away completely. Clearly, the Hall of Souls had long expected the alliance to make this move. After returning to the Star Realm, Xiao Yan and Yao Lao discussed the Hall of Souls' abnormal behavior. Both of them felt that the Hall of Souls was definitely brewing a massive conspiracy this time. At that moment, Xiao Yan suddenly mentioned the Yao clan's medicine ceremony. When Yao Lao heard this, the hand holding his teacup trembled slightly. He remained silent for a long time before slowly nodding and telling Xiao Yan that the medicine ceremony would be held in 1 month. Looking at Yao Lao's complicated expression, Xiao Yan smiled faintly and spoke in a firm voice. "Teacher, on the clan monument, do whatever you wish. As for everything else, leave it to your disciple." Yao Lao looked at the disciple before him, who was now fully capable of standing on his own, and his eyes filled with relief. Xiao Yan raised his head and looked toward the southern sky. In his heart, he was filled with anticipation for the legendary Yao clan, the clan said to possess the most elite alchemists on the continent.